What's on your mind today, Grandad?
Hello YouTubers. Well, what's on my mind? Well, I thought I might just respond to some of the questions raised in the last video, and also about some things in general about my attitudes. I suppose it was really my own fault that I put that title of fox hunting up onto the last video. It was the first thing that came to my mind, and I really just thought it would be more interesting when I saw the horses coming up to do something from outside rather than sitting in this room as I normally do. But I don't want to get into any arguments about the controversies about for and against fox hunting. We all have our views, and I could certainly say that I would never condone any cruelty to any animal, whether it be whales or elephants, monkeys, dogfights, or anything else. But I do have a love of horses, and I have worked with them, and any chance that I get to be near them, I just like to take it. I have worked in stables, and I have ridden them, and I love them. So I don't have any further views on that, but I certainly didn't intend to lead you to believe that I was in favour of anything that would be cruel to any animal. There's enough cruelty to animals in the slaughter of the food that we eat, and that's how life is. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about was that so many people keep telling me or suggesting to me that I should block all these people who put these rude remarks onto in the comments of my videos. Well, that has been going on for so many years that I have never blocked anybody, I have never reported anybody, I have never done any of the slanderous things that they accuse me of. Why do I leave them there? Well, because probably better the devil you know than the devil you don't know. Whilst the system is in place that anybody can make a new account within 5 minutes of their old account being closed down, there doesn't really seem to be much point. Why do I disable the voting thumbs up, thumbs down? Well, because anybody can give thumbs down to anything, and one of their little tricks is that they give thumbs down to your own comments to get them removed. So it's all a bit of a game, really, and it's a game that's been going on with me almost from the time I first started. Lemonholes and I have known each other for a long time, and he's been around in various forms ever since I started. I knew a young man on the farm that I worked who had this same sort of attitude, that he would go round the streets and he would be very rude to old people and shout offensive remarks at them, etc. And I asked him one day why he did it, and he said, "It's a laugh, isn't it?" Which, well, indicated to me that he didn't know why he did it. He felt very pleased that he did it, and it fulfilled for him some desire because of presumably his own inadequacies. So there will always be these people around, and of course mostly you can avoid them, but bullies in school, in the workplace, and unfortunately in the homes of old people is extremely hurtful, and something you can't avoid, and you can't avoid it also on this community that we live in. So, well, that's my policy, and I dare say if I ever met Lemonholes, I can't think that we would be best friends with the different attitude he has to life than the one that I have, but we might get along, who knows. But quite long enough for this, so I'll think of something more interesting to tell you next time. Goodbye.